Hi everybody, it's Dan from In Gaming. Welcome to Fallout 76. Now, here on the In Gaming channel, Kelly and I will be playing some of this, but we're also playing with a number of our other friends. And so, the episodic content will be very different depending on who's with us and what we're doing that day. But what I figured was, to begin with at least, I'd just start a quick episode showing you the beginning, and it's single player, as in it's by yourself anyway. So I figured I would go through that quickly. You start out waking up after a drunken night of partying in the vault, and you have quite a few choices. The interface takes a little getting used to, so you can see some of them if you're playing on the PC. Some of them are keys, so like X to change sex, right? And then to focus on certain other parts, it's like F face. You can do A and through D to cycle through the faces. So, you see that parenthesis and that parenthesis, that's what they're indicating, that you can cycle back and forth through the faces. You can switch to the body. You could switch to actually modifying the face once we choose sort of a basic face type. So here, let's go. Let's start with. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but we'll just do this one, okay? And then we'll hit F for face. Now here we can sculpt, we can type, we can color, and we can choose specific sections. See how it highlights? So if I do here, I'm going to do facial hair. If I do up here, I can do my hair. I could change the style and the color. S. See, I've got all these choices. Maybe we'll go with Ronin. And by the way, right and holding the right mouse button down, you can swivel, right? So you can see kind of what the back of the head looks like, or the ears, or whatever the case may be. Okay. You can change the color. I'll go ahead and leave it black. Let's focus on some facial hair here. Sorry. Let's go with the okay, we'll go with the no, that looks stupid. No offense to anyone who has their. Here, we'll go with the prospector. Okay. And then you can change, see, you can change the eye color. So maybe we'll go with like the pale blue bloodshot. There you go. Can you do ears? Yeah, it looks like you could also change ears. Sorry for the coughing. I don't know what's up. Well, we are having some smoke here. Quite a bit of smoke here lately, actually. There's some wildfires. Not real nearby, but the smoke is so big, heavy, spread so far. Anyway, so let's go with that. So obviously those people who care more will spend far more time, but I just wanted to show you it's deceptive, but there's a lot of things you can actually change. Look at that. It looks like the brow right there, right? Yeah, eyebrows, forehead, earlobes, jowls, cheeks. Can we even do the neck? It looks like. Yeah, neck. And then when you hit back, you can also do the body, right? So you could seems a little bit less. You got this triangle here and a square in the triangle, so I can make myself fat, but it doesn't look like height is really a thing I can change. So we'll just go with this, sort of a little bit thinner build. I think it'd be nice if you could change height, but now we're done. Darn. Okay, well, we already have a character. We've been playing some. But we'll go ahead and create a second character. Yeah. Well, we always like to have our last name. It's not my real last name, but one I like to use. So there you go. And then over here, you can see we're actually taking a photograph, a snapshot of ourselves for our ID. With Z and C on the bottom right, you can change like whether we want to show the player. You can change the expression. We'll go with confident. How about a pose of, oh, there we go, hands on hips, looking into the sky. And so you have some other thing. You change the brightness, you know. Oh, look, hey, maybe we don't want a Vault 76. There we go. Maybe we want like, there we go. I like that as my frame. Or we can even change the category. Logos. There we go. We'll go with that. Okay. And so to take the snapshot, it's E. Boom. Beautiful. I think we're done. What do we do? Tab. Okay. So we've woken up in our vault. All this stuff you would hope that you could interact with, but you really can't. You will be able to once we're out. Like, this will be all great lootable. Okay, we can ring the alarm clock. We can use the lamp. We can rest in the bed, but we can't actually pick up any of this stuff in the vault. We can activate the mural. That's kind of cool. Can't pick up any more beer. Apparently we had too much. You can't play the guitar. And there are musical instruments out there. Dun dun dun. Rocking it. Okay. That was fun. It was relaxing. Now we can't interact with this terminal, so we're going to go check this out real quick. I'm not going to, you'll probably need to pause if you want to read a lot of this dialogue. I'm not going to read it all out. You know, if you play through this yourself, you feel free to, but there's a lot of text telling the story in the game. So, happy Reclamation Day, the overseers. He was the guy who was obviously overseeing the vault that we're in. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to have some big party. And we can play a holotape, which is, look what it is. It's Nuka-Cola Tapper. You guys, I don't know if you've ever played your back of the era where Tapper was a video game in the arcade you used to play. Oh, you got to hold this. I forgot. Anyway, so you can play this game. I don't know if there's anything. I haven't checked like Reddit or anything to see if there's like some kind of bonus. Oh. And you got to catch them before the when they're returning the glass so it doesn't fall off. If it feels like I'm wasting your time, you can go from the top to the bottom and vice versa. There we go. I finished the level. Yay! Okay, we're not going to play this, so we're going to tab exit. Yep. And you can actually eject this video cartridge, this game, and we can take it with us. So we're going to do that. Why not, right? So we're out here. Hey, look, there's stuff around. Again, activating a dryer, not much fun. All this kind of stuff will be lootable once we kind of get out into the real game. This game is, if you played Fallout 4 or some of the other Fallouts or pretty much any kind of post-apocalyptic type of a deal, grabbing materials, salvaging stuff is a key to the game. Okay, so you can see it was like we're supposed to proceed to the exit. What's this? It's a PipBoy console. Cool. Hey, let's get a PipBoy, put it on. This is like our supercomputer on our wrist. We do so much with this. Gives us information. We store our holotapes. I believe you can play actually that game we just played on your PipBoy, so anytime we want. Okay? Let's open this door. Looks like there was a huge party out here. I don't remember it. I guess I have a hangover. But looking at this stuff, it was probably a lot of fun. Hey, it's a garden gnome. The gnome laughed at us. That was kind of scary. So there's mailboxes. All these doors, they look like we can go into them. But guess what? So, see? Bummer, huh? So we can, it's very much leading you at the beginning to get out of the vault. You can see there's big cardboard signs. This is all the, there's a lot of drinking that went on. Apparently in Dan's case, there was a lot of coughing that went on. So we'll just kind of follow along. So they guide you. Look at the compass on the bottom of the map in the center. You see the diamond, it says 24. It means that's a goal or an objective, and it's 24, I don't know, meters, whatever, away. So it's kind of pointing us in the direction we need to go. Hello, Crutchley.
Hello. Oh, finally. I feared you'd never wake up.
Yes, Crutchley.
Remember, it's Reclamation Day. Most of the others have already gone.
Okay.
Let's get cracking.
I guess we're going to get cracking with Crutchley. I don't know whether that's nut cracking or it's very confusing.
Remember, America's future is entirely in
Okay.
your hands.
Yes. Okay. So the first time I was through here, FYI, this is in some episodes, you will absolutely see me do this. I am super pack rat. I was like going back here in the dark, looking to see whether I was missing anything. You know, annoying stuff like that. But hey, what do we got? Oh, now we got some Radex. Purified water. Okay, and it's kind of like a tutorial too. There are players who haven't played survival games or Fallout games, so it's teaching you, you know, you're going to have to drink water, stay hydrated. You're going to have to, you know, eat food. Yeah, I don't want to die. That sounds awful. Okay, what else we got here for me? We got a stim pack. That's like a heal. Heal over time. Radaway, that takes away radiation poisoning, if you will, that we've accumulated.
Remember, sir, Radex to prevent radiation.
Understood. Oh, Radaway, yes. Radex is to prevent. Radaway is to remove radiation you've built up. Okay, so I got some building supplies. I thought it was going to give me more information than that, but we will get to the point where we build a little, they call them camps. It's like a little base, but we can relocate it. Okay, oh there, finally, we got wood scraps, steel scraps, raw cloth. Not much of each, but, you know, just a little bit. We go. Oh, look, a party hat. Okay, there's a G for emotes. And a C for social menu. You can add your friends and make teams. So the way teams and sort of servers work in this is when you start the game and you say, you know, I want to play, you load into, it finds like a world. It's sort of just an instance, if you will. And it'll do that. You don't get to choose. And I forget what the cap is right now near the launch, 16, 20 people or something like that in a instance at one time. You can interact with these people. There are some limiters on how PvP is. Unless you shoot back, they have a difficult time hurting you. But you can, you know, kill monsters together or mobs together. You can, you know, compete in certain ways, but you can also add them to your friends list or invite them to join a team. Teams are a maximum of 4 players playing together. You can't hurt each other. And you share things, like certain things like XP and stuff like that. Even if you have more than 4 friends, you guys can join each other's instance so that you can, you know, wander around together. You just you don't share as many benefits, but like, you know, you could literally have 2 teams of 4 friends, so 8 friends total, come at a town from 2 different directions, right? So you can certainly work together. Okay, moving on. This is where, in theory, they were going to teach us about the camp. Okay, we'll be setting one of those up, but basically we drop that little device, and then within a perimeter or area of it, I can build things like workstations if I have the materials, or walls and foundations, build a little hut, you know, things like that. Okay, I think we're getting close here. Close to... Okay, we got some glasses, we got a pen, and we got perk cards. So let's go take a quick look at our PipBoy. So PipBoy, you've got multiple tabs across the top and then sub tabs. So, and then you've got keys that do stuff here too. So the stat, you can see the status like of your limbs, you know, whether a limb's particularly hurt. You can see armor if you're wearing armor, the armor values. effects, that's like positive and negative effects, like being well fed or being on drugs or chemicals or alcohol or mutations. And it'll show how long they're going to last to. Special, these are your stats. In Fallout, it's always been, it's C, the first letter of each thing, Special. Special. So in Fallout 76, as you gain each level, you get to increase one stat, 1 point. That's up until level 50. So we're going to get 49 points after our initial 7. As you can see, we have a 1 in everything to spend. So it does help to begin with, not too big, because you're going to probably want at least like 3 of each stat. So no panic to begin with. But later on, you're going to want to consider maybe go look at a character builder or something like that, because your stat, beyond normal effects like strength effects, carrying capacity, endurance effects, hit points, it has a natural effect, but it also affects how many perks you can play in that stat. And that's what we're going to take a look at in a minute with this table. This is your inventory item tab. I have no weapons. I have no apparel. Oh, I do have some apparel. So I can put my party hat on. I can put my glasses on. So things like this, helmets or hats, oversuits or costumes, and like eyewear, for the most part, unlike the other Fallouts, they have no armor values. They're just there for cosmetics. They really did that so people can have different looks without being like, yeah, but I'm missing out on having 30 armor from that combat helmet. So it's to encourage people to have different looks and change. But we don't have any armor, otherwise we could wear that too. Aid, this is where that water or food goes. The Rad-X, the Radaway, the stim packs. Great. Miscellaneous, hollow, this is often where recordings or games like Nuko Tapper go. Notes, we're going to pick up letters and things like that. They'll go in here. Junk, so this is all the kind of stuff that either you can break down. See, a pen can be broken down into plastic. You can see it right above the weight. And then these are already broken down type materials. So if I pick up bowls, plates, lead, well, maybe not lead pipes, wrenches, sprockets, all sorts of stuff, lamps, it can go in here and we can break it down or not break it down. Mods, these are like mods for weapons or armor. And then ammo. So it'll help you screen out rather than have a huge list, which we'll see, but that's what those are for. Data allows you to see your main quests, your side quests, your daily quests, and any events if you're in an event area. We only have one right now. Radios. As you move, you'll come into range of certain radio stations and you can tune in. Sometimes they'll give you a quest. And they potentially have music you can listen to and stuff. So that's it for that interface. And then there's the perks. This, if I hit E, I'm just going to try and heal myself with a stim. That way I'm going to try and take away radiation with a Radaway. So, let's go look at perks. Oh, I could have shown you that. We're not out of Vault 76, but here is the map of the world. Shenandoah Valley or Appalachia, West Virginia, So that's pretty much as far south as you can go. And that's as far north as you can go. We can go east, a decent direction. So it's pretty expansive, especially if you don't fast travel, if you walk by foot between locations. But as you see these yellow dots, these are other players that are in my instance. Level 2, level 2, level 13, etc., etc. Okay? I don't think I can fast travel yet, but you can fast travel to your friends, to your camps, and to locations you've already been to. It costs caps, bottle caps. That's the currency. I have none. Okay, look at the perk cards. So apparently, picking up the perk cards, I got a free level out of it. So this is a little bit confusing to begin with. This is when you choose to level, which normally you get enough XP and then you go into your PipBoy and you hit T to level. The first thing it offers you to do is choose your one stat point that you're going to take. And so basically, once you choose, you can't revoke it. So it's important, like I said at the beginning, you're probably going to end up wanting at least 3 of everything. You don't have to take 3 to begin with, but don't worry about like over choosing a stat until that point. So I'm going to choose strength just because I want, there are many cards, perks I want, but I want a little bit of strength for melee damage and carrying capacity. I'm going to want some endurance for some hit points, some of these others for other reasons as well. But I'm going to go ahead and take Actually, I lied. I'm going to take a charisma point to begin with. Okay, so when you're on a team, I gain 5% more. Oh, as soon as you choose the stat, it takes you to the perk cards you can choose from. You get one perk card per level, or I think so. It's that or every other level. And then, I think it's every level. And then you get these packs with random cards in them every couple levels, and then it becomes every 5 levels. And even after you stop getting points, which is level 50, you continue to gain perk cards. So you don't have to, it's taking me to charisma cards because that's the stat I just chose, but you can use Z and C to look at other cards you have available. So I have one intelligence card I could choose. I have one agility card. I have one luck card. So I got to the point where now I'm looking at all the potential cards. So I would just suggest, using Z and C until you can see all your cards so that you can choose the card that makes most sense for you. More and more cards will unlock as you get higher level because some are level locked. So looking at these right now, always nice to have more health on stim packs. I don't know that I'm going to go one-handed melee. Doesn't mean I have to use it, right? I could do two-hand. I could get the perks later for two-handed. I don't know if I'm going to play this character with the team, so how important is it to have that? This is nice because I'm going to eat or drink lots of stuff that give me rads. That would save me materials rad away. And then this would just give me more loot, at least when I do first aid chem containers, I should say. This, we'll talk about VATS if you're not familiar with it later, and probably in a different episode. But action points. I use these when I run. I use these when I shoot. I use these when I use VATS. So I want to recover these faster. I'm almost always going to want to recover. Now this is an agility card, but I already have one in agility. So I'm going to choose this. I'm going to hit space to accept. And here's where you play your cards. You can always access in your PipBoy by going to your PipBoy and then hitting T for perks. And as you can see, I have 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. But the only perk cards I have 1. So I'm going to click agility, and then I'm going to click an agility card, and I'm going to put it into play. So I am now using my 1 agility to use a level 1 action boy. I can't put any cards in these because I don't have any cards to put in my other stats right now. Okay? Yay! Oh wow. Yeah, that's okay. Normally it tells you, this is weird, the first level they give you, because normally you level and you get that little ding-a-ling, and then, you actually choose a stat when you decide to go into your, what do you call it, PipBoy and actually choose to execute the level. So here we are. Aha. I don't know. That seems out. Which is fine. Did they really give me no weapon to begin with? It's been, like I said, we've been playing some on other characters. So that's why I'm able to explain this stuff, hopefully a little bit better. This is definitely the exit to the vault. Again, as you've seen, except for the stuff on the tables, there really hasn't been anything they've given me. Yo, dude. Can I have a weapon? I think it's actually outside. Okay, so we're going to leave the vault. And that's what every new character goes through. Obviously, I could have spent an hour in there searching every nook and cranny, hoping I'd find something to pick up, which I did the first time. Hopefully you see this and you do not do that yourself, because maybe I missed something. Maybe there's a little achievement in there, like, find the missing teddy bear or something, but I don't think so. So explore your interface, go to those tables, get your stuff, and head out into the wilderness. Okay, so loading screens when you transition between like in things and out of things, that happens. So we've completed this one quest. It is night out, so there is a night and day cycle. We started a new quest. You can see we hear some radio signals. We're supposed to, quote, find the overseer. So you can collect things like flowers, But see, this isn't a flower. You can't like take down this pole, unfortunately. You can't take down this bush, unfortunately. Um, but it's sort of so down in it's trying to teach you down in the bottom right and bottom left. You see sort of a thirst and a hunger meter. Right now we're not thirsty, as in it's full for us. I am hoping I see some laser fire down there. Here's a corpse. Um, and so I grabbed, just by looking at the corpse, I saw there was some stuff in it. And I just kept hitting E, 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 E. So let me see what we got real quick. So we got a pipe pistol. So we now have a weapon. You can favorite your weapons. I'm going to do that with the C key, right? And we didn't get any armor, but we got some weapons and ammo. So now, with your favorites, if you hit F, you can assign them to like your 1, your 2, your 3, your 4, so that you can quick take it out. So my pistol is assigned to 1. So if I hit 1, and then I click the trigger once, I draw. There I go. Now I can hold right to sort of aim. It's only a pistol. And then, of course, I can click to fire. If I hold R, well, if I hit R, it'll reload. I only have 12 bullets anyway. If you hold R, it'll put it away. Okay? We can, I don't know if we can show VATS. Let me see if I can show VATS. VATS is Q. It's like basically assisted aiming, which will take action points, but it will really help people who are not sort of first-person type people. Looks like someone's already killed these guys. See all those little robot corpses? Let's go loot those real quick. And then, honestly, I am going to... unfortunately, someone else killed these, so there's like nothing for me. What a big bummer, right? You can jump. Look at this. There's a little med thing. Oh, hi, it's pitch black ice. So that's another player. He's got a nice axe. You know, it is what it is. Okay. I'm going to grab this soot flower, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode, so Kelly can put this up as a starting thing, so you guys understand the very start of the game. And we will come back either together or separately or with different people, and we'll get some more content up there for you. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like if you liked the episode. Please subscribe if you want to follow any of the series that we have on In Gaming. Thanks for watching. See you next time.